So let's get started with the strings today. So what is string? String is a group of characters, okay, or collection of characters. Okay, so if you are storing group of characters in one location or one variable, that is said to be string. Okay, so like examples of strings means we can store student name or employee name, okay, where we have group of characters like address, city name, okay, anything else, okay, anything, whatever, company name, college name, okay, university name, whatever, college name, etc. All the names like group of characters wherever you have, that is said to be string. Okay, for example, if you want to store a single character, that is said to be char type. Char, gender. So what is this gender? You can store either male or female, only m, one letter I'm going to store. So I can store either M or F or O for others. Okay. So only letter I want to store, single character, single letter. If you want to store, then go for a character type. So this is said to be char type, guys. Okay. Coming to the second one, what we are talking about now is said to be string. String means group of characters. This time I'm storing string again, but I said gender, something like gender only, or let us say gender 1, this is gender 2. Okay, here what I'm storing, I'm saying that it has male, male, male. So what is difference between the first variable gender 1 and the second variable gender 2? Simply character type variable, character type variable, char type variable. So this is said to be string type variable. This is string, or it is also known as string literal. Okay, string literal or string variable, where we have a group of characters but enclosed in double quotes. If you are storing single character, you have to take char type and it must be enclosed in a single quotes. But if you are storing multiple characters, group of characters, two or more, you can go with the string type variable, which is as capital letter, because string is a class in Java. So you have to make it as S capital letter, then only it will be correct. If you give small letter S here, syntax error. So gender 2 is my variable name. You can give anything, guys. So why I'm giving gender 1 and 2, because we can't create two variables with same name in Java. That is the reason we cannot give same name for both. That's why I gave 1 and 2 here, and double quotes I said made. Okay, so that is the first thing you need to remember. Yeah, let's try to store our names like string name is equal to, I said Prakash. So when I say like this, what happens in memory? Let's try to understand. So when you say string name is equal to Prakash, how it is getting stored means, let us look at the memory, how it is going to take. So when I say this, string name is equal to Prakash, it will take how many letters are there? 7 letters. So 7 cells will be there. So which are said to be indexes. 7 cells will be there. The first one starts with a 0. Excuse me. Yeah. So when I say string name is equal to Prakash, okay, what happens? It is taking the first letter P and stores in the first cell. Okay, Prakash. Okay, so in this way it is going to store in each and every cell. So P will be stored here, R will be stored here, A will be here, K will be here, A, S, H. Okay, and here on top of this, which is given by Java actually. So we are giving Prakash or whatever name you want, we can give it. But on top of each and every character there is something called index, which will be given by Java itself. Okay, the index will be given by Java. As I said, you the first index will starts with 0, and then 1, and then 2, 3, and so on up to the n minus 1. N minus 1 means length minus 1. What is the length of Prakash? How many letters are there? 7 letters. So the index will be starts from 0, and the last index would be length minus 1. Okay, so this is called as index. So this is called as index. Index is coming from starting from 0 and ends at length minus 1. So what is the length of this name variable? 7. So what is the index? Index will be from 0 to 6. How many letters are there? 0 to 6. Total 7 letters, 7 alphabets. I mean 7 characters are getting stored. Okay. So this is said to be the way it is getting stored in memory. So take any string literal or string variable. It will store each and every character in a specific index which starts from 0 and ends at length minus 1. Okay, so this point we need to understand, guys. Okay, so let us take a string variable and try to print it. Let's save it first. String literal or string variable in Java. So where I'm storing in our folder. Yeah, so just like look like an array, right? So like an array kind of storage, which starts from index 0 and length minus 1. Since I have 7, 7 minus 1, 6. Okay, so 0 to 6, total 7 letters we are able to store. Yeah, so now let's try to like if I want to print the string, there are two ways. One is printing normally system dot println name means you will get Prakash as the output. It's a simple way to print. Second one is I want to iterate from the first letter to the last letter with a for loop or any for each loop. That is another way of printing the string. Okay, so let's print normally and we'll go to Eclipse and we'll see how it is working. And one more important point is here we have to remember about string is a immutable. Means what is meant by immutable? It cannot be changed. Okay, what is meant by cannot be changed? So after creating string variable, when you keep on adding, when you are doing some changes, it will create a new memory location. Okay, it will create a new memory location for every change. That is why it is called as immutable. So it will occupy more memory. That is why it is not recommended to use if you are keep on changing your string for many times. Are you understanding, guys? So what is meant by string immutable? When you create a string variable, it will create in a some specific memory location, and when you keep on doing changes, it keep on going to new memory locations. Every time when we do changes, it will go for new memory location. So it will create multiple copies. That is why it will occupy more memory. Okay, let me show you practically with an example later. So forget about this part right now, guys. You can leave it for now, but we are talking about how to define a string variable and how to work with it. Let's create a simple variable like string name Prakash and we'll try to print it. And how to know the length of the string? Length means how many characters are there in Prakash? 7 letters. I want to print it. So we have a ready-made attribute called length in Java. So with that we are going to see how to work with the what you call string length and all. We'll see. Let's open with Eclipse and try to create a new project, and there we are working with the strings. So what are the operations we can do with string means? Yeah, guys. I think it's open now. Yeah, it's coming. So, what are the operations we can do? Operations on strings. So, what are the operations we can do means number one, accepting a string and okay, string length. So, because these operations you have to know, guys, because when you are trying for a job, definitely they'll ask you some questions on string manipulations. So, what are the operations you are able to do on the string will give you more confidence on cracking the interview. Okay, the first thing is string length. How do you know how many letters are there in a string? String length. Number two, iterating through the string. So, what is iterating? Iterating means going from the first letter to the last letter. So why should I iterate? Means sometimes they might ask you to pick up you know the middle letter. Okay, so here we have three letters, left side, right side, three letters. I want the middle letter K. So how to get it? So if you want to get the middle letter or first two letters and last two letters he wanted to ask you to pick up, in that situation we should know how to iterate throughout the string, right from the first index like 0 to length minus 1. We should know how to iterate. Okay, that's the point we need to learn first. Okay, next one is reversing a string. Reversing a string. Then something called concatenation. String concatenation. You know what is string concatenation? Anybody? What is meant by concatenation? Because these terms you have to know, guys.
Adding.
Joining two strings together. Excuse me. That is called as a string concatenation. Okay, yeah, so these operations you have to know, string concatenation. And there is something called concatenation means joining two strings, joining two strings together. Two or more strings, sometimes you may add three also, two or more strings. And then string comparison. Okay, comparison means we have two strings, so I need to check whether the two strings are equal or not. That is said to be string comparison. Okay, and then finding out the index of a particular character in a string. Finding the index of a character in a string. Okay, these all the basic operations that you have to know. And one more operation, the final one we'll discuss, that is said to be splitting a string into multiple words. Splitting a string into multiple words. Like when you have a string with multiple words, how to splitting a sentence, splitting a string into multiple words. Okay, let it be. Okay, so we'll discuss it how to do one by one. So let's get started with the first operation, defining a string like this, initialization of a string, and how to print the length of the string. We'll see the basic operation and slowly we'll go with iterating, reversing, all these things. Okay, so any doubts in between, please ask me, guys. Yeah, so let's create a new project. Go to file, new project. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I said Winsoft 46. Yeah, let's say 46. Finish. So right click on this new class. We are adding a new class. Package name is com.prakash. You can give anything. It may be com.prakash or abc also we can give. But in corporates, in projects, most of the people will give like this only. Suppose if it is tcs.com is people will say com.tcs. Okay, so prakash.com is com.prakash. In this reverse direction, people will give. I'm giving in the same mode. Okay, So my class name is app and we need main method and finish. So main method is ready. So now what are we doing? Just we are working with initialization of string and length. Okay, string initialization. Initialization means initially I'm giving some value in it and length of the string. So initialization and length of the string I want to do. So what I'm doing, string name is equal to, I said Prakash, so you have to give in double quotes. And if you are giving a character means, as I said, you char gender is equal to m. In single quotes I'm giving, it is a char type variable, character variable, only one character, but it is a string variable. Okay, character variable, string variable, only one character. If you want to store, create a variable with char type and store in a single quotes. If you are storing group of characters, it may be two or more, you can go for string variable and you must keep them in a double quotes. That's the syntax we have to follow. No sir, I want to store only one character in a string variable. Is it possible? Of course, but still you have to give in double quotes only. Though it is one character, you have to give in double quotes. Okay, that is the syntax we have to remember. Let's try to print this out. Gender, let's print the name first and then gender. Okay, so first you will get name as Prakash followed by gender and see the output guys in the bottom. Prakash and M. I want to say name is Prakash and gender is M. Can I do that? Yes, here I'm giving name plus name, we are printing name here followed by gender, so that first this message will be printed. Plus means concatenation. So beside that, I want to print name value. What is name value? Prakash is printed. And gender, I am printing gender here. First gender message. And then colon or is equal to. The symbol is your wish, guys. You can give whatever you want. Okay. And then
Break out
beside
this.
that, I am giving name and gender. So value will be printed. Now it looks good if you see. See guys, name
Sir,
Prakash, gender is.
sir,
Yes, ma.
sir, voice breakout in sir maybe.
Oh, no. So what about others? Guys, ఇక్కడ బాగానే ఉంది వైఫై. ఓ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయింది. Guys, is it okay now? Hello, Srinu, Gopi. Is it okay? Hello. One second. Huh? Hello, guys. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Prakash is
Okay.
good. Yeah, let's continue now. So we are just done with the defining a character variable and string variable and printing. So now let's try to print the length of the name. How to print the length? So you can say sysout name dot length. So length is a method which is calculating length of the string, and it will give you result like length. Length means how many characters are there. Okay, name dot length. Length is a method, right? So you have to use parenthesis like this, and you can see. Now how many letters are there in Prakash? You can see 7 letters. Is it clear, guys? So name equal to Prakash, gender M, and length is 7. So in this way you can work with the initialization of string. So that variable name dot length, that is the way to call length method, and it will give you length of the string. So I think this is a very simple program where we have worked with a string length and initialization. So this part is done. Let us keep this code here. Okay, I will share you this document, guys, at the end of the class. So now we are talking about the second operation, iterating through a string. So what is meant by iterating? So I want to go from the first letter to the last letter. Okay, first letter to last letter. Suppose I want to go by one letter, P, R, A, K, A, S, H, like that I want to go. So that is said to be iteration. So how to do that? You can use a simple for loop in order to iterate in a string. Let's go to file, close all editors. Let's create a new project. Go to file, new Java project. So Winsoft 47 I said. Click on finish. So let's add a new class, and the package name is com.prakash. I'm giving class name is app, or you can give your name also, and public static void means main means it will generate main method. So now what are we going to do? We are going to iterate through a string. How to iterate through a string? First, let us ask the user for a string at runtime. So in order to accept the string at runtime, you have to go to scanner class, java.util.scanner class. This scanner class will allow you to accept any value from the user at runtime. Okay, you can read an integer value, string value, or whatever. Let us take a variable like string name. This time I'm not initializing. Okay, so what are we doing? Accepting string at runtime, string at runtime. And I want to iterate through the string. Okay, so and I wanted to know the length of the string also. So how to do it? So how to do it? How to read a string? First, string variable is ready. Sysout system.out.println, or sysout you can say in shortcut. So enter your name or enter a string. You can ask like this. User will enter a string. I want to read it. How to read? Name is equal to, and first of all, when you have scanner class, we have to create scanner class object. So scanner s is equal to new scanner of system.in. So the variable is ready. The scanner object is ready. Now with this object I can read a string variable, a string value from user by saying s dot next line. See guys, next means you can read a string. Next line also okay, you can use any one, next or next line. So now the string is ready. I read a string with the help of s dot next line. S is the object of the scanner class, so I read it, and I kept the value of string whatever you have given in a variable called name. So now you can print it. Sys out the given string. This is the normal way to print, guys. I want to print a string means you can directly say system.out.println the given string is name. This is simple way, normal way. But I'm not iterating. So what is meant by iterating? We have to go from first letter to the last letter. Okay. So I said Prakash here. See the output, the given string is Prakash. That is fine. But like previous example, I just directly printed with system.out.println variable name. So whenever I say name, it will print all the characters from the string. No was I wanted to ask the user. I mean, I want to go from the first letter to last letter, then what to do? Then you can use a for loop. For integer I equal to 0, I less than. How many characters are there in a string? We don't know. You may give Prakash or Ram or Srinu or Gopi or Krishna, whatever name they have, they can give it. Then how to know the number of letters in a string? Anybody?
N minus 1.
n
Ah, n minus 1 means in the previous example I told you now how to get the string length. Name dot length. So name dot length will give you that n value, whatever you are saying. It may be 7 letters or 6 letters or 4 letters, whatever. So why I'm saying less than name dot length? Because I need to go from 0 to 6 only. Because Prakash is having 7 letters, but index will be from 0 to n minus 1. So 0 to length minus 1. That is the reason I said I less than. I'm not saying I less than or equal to. Okay. So now what I can say? I plus plus. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to print the string. How to print? So you have to say system dot out dot print, not println, guys. If you say println, every character will come in a new line. First P will come in one line, R will come in next line, like that you will be getting it. That is why I'm saying system dot out dot print. Print means it will print in the same line. So now what I can say is I can say name dot char at the index of I. So caret is a function which is going to print the character at ith position. What is ith value? I value 0. So 0 less than name dot length. Yes, 0 less than length 7. Yes, it will come here. Name dot caret of I. Name of 0. So what I told you, in 0 what is the character? P is there. So P will be printed. Next I plus plus. It will become 1. 1 less than 7, yes. Again name dot caret of 1. So what is there in 1? R will be printed. Again I plus plus 2. Caret of 2. Character at the second index. What is there? A. Then caret of 3. K, A, SH, all will be printed. So whenever it becomes 7, 7 less than 7, no, it will come out. Then it will be stopped. So in this way, we are printing the string with the for loop. This is called as iterating throughout the string. So we are iterating from the first letter. First letter means 0th index to the length minus 1 with the help of a for loop. This is called as iterating throughout the string. But I'm not getting any message, right? So when I'm executing, what it is asking me string. I said Gopi. So what it is saying, just it is printing Gopi directly, but I want to give a message. So what I'm saying, system.out.println the given string. I don't want to print it again. Excuse me. Now you see this, guys. I said copy print. Enter the given string is Gopi. Okay. So in this way, we are iterating from the first letter to the last letter of the string using for loop. Okay. We're starting from 0 and we don't know how many letters given by user, right? That is why name dot I less than name dot length. You can give n number of letters. See now, this time I'm giving something like Mohan. The given string is Mohan. So whatever number of letters, maybe 5 letters, 4 letters, 7 letters, whatever, it's okay. Even you can give spaces also. Suppose I said something
sir,
like
voice not listening.
one second. Yeah, sorry. So you can give n number of letters. You can give spaces also. Like I said, like Ramakrishna. That is also fine. So though we have spaces, we can iterate from it will store. So space is also character. How many characters are there in the string now? So Rama 4 letters, Krishna 7 letters. In between we have a space. Okay. So 4 plus 7, 11 plus 1, 12 letters. Okay. So like that it is going to calculate the length. How do you know, sir, length? Can I print it length? Yes, you can print it. You can print here name dot length. Name dot length. So here I'm saying length. Length means how many characters are there. Length plus. So this is the message and this is the value. So now let's run it. So Rama space Krishna, Rama Krishna I give. So including space it will count. See guys, how many letters we have? 12 letters. Let's give in a new line slash n so that will come in next line. So Rama Krishna, Rama Krishna. So length is 12 because this is 4 space 5 and 7 letters. 7 plus 5, 12 letters. So guys, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So this is said to be the way to iterate from the first letter to last letter. Okay. So now I'm going to print the reverse string. How to reverse? This is said to be iterating throughout the string. I copied this into your notes. Next example is how to reverse or print the reverse string. So if my input is Prakash, you have to print the output as reverse string like HSAKARP. In this way, I need to print reverse from the backward direction. We need to print first last letter, then last but one, then two, like that. I need to print from the last to first. This is said to be reversing a string. Okay, so reversing to print reverse string. So how to do this? So let's get started. So up to this is common. Declaring scanner class object, enter a string. This is common thing. Let's copy this. Go to a new project. Open project, Java project, Winsoft 48. Finish. So let's add a new class to it. com.prakash. And here I said app is my class name and main method. Finish. So what are we doing? Let's paste this code. We are going to write string reverse or to print a reverse string. To print reverse string. Okay. So scanner class is common. We have to import scanner class here on the top. And then scanner class object is ready. String name, name variable is ready. Okay, enter a string, user entered some name. I'm reading that into name variable. The variable is ready. Now what to do? I need to print the reverse string. How to print reverse string? So when I want to print reverse string, do I need to start from the beginning or ending? If I want to print reverse string, you need to start from 0 or 6.
6, sir.
But I don't know, right? I don't know how many characters are given by user. Somebody may give 4, somebody may give 5, somebody may give 7. Then how to know that the last index? How do you know the last index?
Take n.
What is n here? How to get n? Gopi, how to get n? Number of letters. How do we get number of letters from a string? Krishna and Mohan, anybody?
L- Length, dot length, name dot.
Name dot length. Name dot length means we will know the number of letters. But I want to start from, the letters are 7, but I need to start from 6. What to do?
AR dot length.
Mm-hmm. I need to start from 6, not from 7, right? So what to do? Anybody? I need to start from where? Length minus 1. Because what is length? 7. But I need to start from 6 now. What to do? So we need to say length minus 1. Length minus 1 means 6. From 6 to length minus 1 to 0, we need to iterate backward direction. Okay. So let's switch to this and we are writing integer I equal to name dot length minus 1. Up to where I need to come? I need to come up to 0. I minus minus. Okay. So now what to do? I need to print the character at I ith position. What is ith position? Length minus 1. I value is length minus 1. That is 7 minus 1, 6. So first I want to print the character at 6th position. So system dot out dot print name dot uh, caret of I, character at ith position. Ith position is 6 here. 6 means H will be printed. In Prakash, last letter is H. You will get H. Then I greater than equal to 0. Yes, 7 greater than 6 greater than 0. 6 minus minus. It will become 5. Again 5, character at 5 position. What is 5 position? Yes is there. Yes will be printed. I minus minus. Like that we keep on decreasing. I minus minus 4. A will be printed. I minus minus 3. Character at 3. K will be printed. A, R, P. Like that we are going up to 0. So we are starting at length minus 1 and we are going till 0. That is the loop meaning here. Let's run it and see. So I gave Prakash here. See the output, guys. The output is reverse string is printed simple. Okay, just I want to give a message here. The message is reverse string is reverse string. Like that I want to just print it. Okay, let's run it again. This time I'm giving SRINU. See the output, UNIRS. Like that I'm getting in reverse. Whatever name you are giving, it will be reversed. Gopinath I said. See guys. So like this we will be getting in a different reversing string, different manipulations of strings. We are doing some string operations. Okay, this is another example of string manipulation, reversing a string. Okay, and one more interviews question is, most of the situations in interviews they are asking how to check the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, to check the given string is palindrome or not. What is palindrome? Palindrome is even if you reverse, you will get the same string. That is called as palindrome string. For example, if I give input like something like liril, L-I-R-I-R, liril. Okay, then you have to say. So if you reverse liril, what is the output, guys?
Same output.
Same thing will be coming. That is called as palindrome string.
Same
So you
out.
have to say palindrome. But if I give Prakash, if you reverse, you will not get Prakash, right? So you have to say not a palindrome, not a palindrome. So both characters are, I mean, even if you reverse, if you get the same string, that is called as palindrome. No, sir, when I reverse, I'm getting something else. I'm not getting Prakash. That is said to be not a palindrome. So now, if I give any string like Liril or Ma'am or Mom or Madam or Malayalam, if you give this kind of strings, those are called as palindrome strings. So other than that, Srinu, Mohan, Prakash, Gopi, like that, if I give, those are said to be not palindromes. Okay, so let's check it out how to do this. So let us take up to this is common. Copy this, go to new project, close all editors, create a new project, Java project, Soft 49, finish. Project is created. Right click on it, new class. Excuse me. So here I said app, name of the class and main method and finish. So now what are we doing? To check the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, palindrome string or not. How to do this? So in order to do this, first we have to reverse the string and keep it in a variable. Let's paste the code what we have copied so far. Okay, so name, enter a string. So we got the name into name variable. Okay, or let's say name1 is the given string, and I want to reverse this name1 and I want to store it in a variable called name2. So what I'm doing is, so first we have to reverse. How to reverse? We are doing, already we know how to reverse, right? So for integer I equal to name one dot length minus one from the length minus one, like 7 means from 6 I need to go I greater than equal to 0, I minus. So what I'm doing is every character whatever is there in name 1 I want to copy to name 2. So take another variable called name 2 here, name 2, and here I'm giving empty string. Empty string means I want to concatenate each and every letter to this name 2. Right now it is empty. So now what I'm saying is name 2 plus is equal to, plus is equal to means we are adding, what we are adding, name 1 dot caret of I. So character from name 1 ith position, ith character of name 1 we are adding to name 2. So what will be added now? So name 1 is something like a Prakash, and then name 2 will be reverse string. So let's print both of them, guys. Whether reverse string is coming or not, let's print name 2. Sys out name 2. And name 1 means what? Given string. Whatever name you are giving, that is given string. Okay, let's run it first. We are not comparing actually, we are just printing the given string is name 1 and reverse string is name 2. I said RAMA. See the output, guys. The given string is Rama and the reverse string is Amar. So working fine. So this is name 1. This is name 2. Okay, now I need to compare these two, name 1 and name 2. If both are equal, then I will say it's a palindrome string. Okay, I can comment these two lines because I don't want to print. Just I want to compare. How to compare? We have a method called equals method in Java, which is going to compare two strings. How to compare two strings? If name1 dot equals of name 2, okay, so spelling mistake, huh? Dot equals, you can see here name1 dot equals of name 2, actually this function returns a boolean value. Boolean value means if both are equal it returns true. Okay, if both are not equals it returns false. So that is why I'm writing name1 dot equals of name 2 means, of course you can write like this double equal to true also, but double equal to true is optional now. You may write or you may skip, it's your wish. So what should I say? Sys out is a palindrome string. So reverse string and given string both are exactly same, then it's a palindrome string. Else means what I'm saying, this is not a palindrome string. Very simple. Sys out not palindrome. So let's run it and check it out, guys, how it is working. So let's give RAMA. What it is saying? Not a palindrome because when I reverse it, AMAR is coming. I'm not getting Rama as it is. Let's give something like LIRIL, Liril. See what it is saying? Palindrome. Because if you reverse, you will get the same string. You give any other string like mom, that is also palindrome. Okay. Give any other name like Gopi. What it is saying? Not palindrome. So working fine. But remember, guys, this double equal to true is optional. Though you are not giving, it returns by default true. Checking true. Run it again with by removing this. So give something like dad palindrome. Guys, are you understanding? So what was the
Yes,
first
sir.
operation done by us? First, we have taken a string into name 1. Then the reverse string I stored in a variable called name 2. So finally, we are comparing both of them. How to compare two strings? With the help of equals method. So equals method will returns true if both the strings are exactly returning same values, exactly having same characters. Okay. So if both are equal, what I'm saying? Simply palindrome. I mean palindrome. Otherwise, not a palindrome. So what happens if user enters something like Liril in small letters? I mean LIRIL. Na first letter Liril, like that he gave. It is saying not a palindrome. Why it is saying not a palindrome? Because it is comparing small l with capital L. That is why when it is reversing, you will get small l, right? So that is why it is saying that not a palindrome. In that case, you can use something called equals ignore case. There is another method called equals ignore case. Okay, so if you want to do that, so equals ignore case method is also there, that you can equals ignore case. Okay, so that will tell you exactly, even though the case is different, it will work. Now you see guys, this time LIRIL. See, it is saying palindrome. So that is said to be comparing string by ignoring its case. I don't want to look at the case whether it is capital or small. If both spellings are same, I will say equal. In that situation you can use equals ignore case. Okay, so most of the situations we use equals only guys. Just use equals method only, that's enough. And as I said, you double equals to true is optional. I said madam, so palindrome. Okay, so finally I'm giving hello. Hello is not a palindrome. So any doubts in this guys? This is what one of the most frequently asked questions on strings. How to check the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, so out of all the operations, so we are done with the first one, string length. Iterating through the string is over, reversing string is over, string concatenation. I mean, tomorrow we'll discuss concatenation, how to join two strings. Okay, so string comparison means equals method. Just now we have done palindrome string. Okay, tomorrow we will see these two examples again, and we will go for finding out the character, index of character and all, with one by one examples. Okay, these are very important for interviews guys, because most of the companies are asking questions on strings as well as something called nested loops, logics and all. So that is why we have to know. So tomorrow I'll tell you what is the meaning of string is immutable, how it is wasting memory and all, we'll discuss later. Okay,